Hey dreamers, I'm making a review video. Everyone has been talking about Lami Balm for lash lifts instead of using glue, so I thought I need to try this out. I just found a generic balm. I did not use the branded Lami Balm in this video. I haven't actually tried the Lami Balm. I've ordered it, but it comes from Canada and it's still a little bit of time away. I've seen 50-50 reviews online about the balm. People either love it or hate it, so I had to try it, and I tried it on a few people. The first model I used it on had very thin lashes. I had a really great result. As you can see here, you can see the balm is put on the shield, and then I'm sticking back the lashes just with a silicone type of applicator. Then I brush through with the comb. The thing that I liked the most about the balm is that you can just brush through the lashes. It's smooth and your comb glides through the balm and the lashes fan out and brush and isolate, and it doesn't set as such, so it's really lovely to brush the lashes through. So as you can see, my first model has thin lashes and her lashes brushed through back and stuck onto the shield really well. I did use these cute little covers that have glitter in them from Designer Lashes on top of the solution in order to help hold in the heat. I then wiped off solution 1, and then you can see a couple of lashes came off, I think in the inner corner on this model. I had seen online that you can apply more Lami Balm in between solution 1 and 2 to keep the lashes back, so this is what I did because I wanted to try it out. I applied more Lami Balm, I brushed through the lashes a bit more, and then I applied solution 2. You can see here really close up that the lashes are staying down. The little silicone shield also helps hold down the lashes, so that's really good. I love these. Then I remove solution 2. And that's where we can see the lashes being released off the shield, and we can see how well they have actually lifted. As per usual, I apply the tint with the shield still on. Then I removed the shield and I had a look at the results. I really liked the results. I actually thought this was a really lovely lift. It's also a different shield than I usually use, which is more flat. I'm not even sure if I'm going to pronounce her name correctly, but these were the Katja Vanog lash shields. These are the ones where you don't need to stick any glue onto the eyelid in order for them to stay on the eyelid. They're so soft and they're so nice. So if I was reviewing those at the same time, I would say yes, I like these, but they do have a different, I would say they're not quite as flat back as the normal shields. Still a really lovely lift. So moving on, I was really confident and I did my second model and I did the same thing again, but this time I used a different shield. I used the normal standard shield, which I usually use. This time I would say I had medium to strong lashes, and so I used probably more Lami Balm in this instance. I don't have any issue with sticking the lashes back with the balm. This is perfect and beautiful, and I love this part because I can just smoothly comb through, separate all the lashes, get solution 1 on and carry on. My issue is when I get to solution 2 and I wipe off solution 1 and then some of the lashes ping off, which I don't have happen with glue. I still thought for this lash lift, the lashes stayed back reasonably well. It wasn't too bad. I still thought for this lash lift, the lashes stayed back reasonably well. It wasn't too bad. But what I had instead is I had a lift that just didn't lift as nicely as I wanted it to in certain areas of the lashes. So as you can see, there's partial lifting. There isn't lifting on the ends as much. This also can be caused by shield placements. So potentially if the shield isn't along the lash line to the edge of the eye, this also can be a reason why it didn't lift as well. I don't usually have that problem. I'm pretty good with shield placement, so it was just a trial and error. I wasn't sure why it exactly didn't work the best. I wasn't using a solution that was any different than what I usually use. I know the timing, I know how well it works, and so it kind of was like, why didn't this work? I'm not sure what's going on here. I have read also that you have to be careful with the amount of balm that you put on the lashes, so you don't want to coat it too thick. So there is potential that I coated too thick when I was using this on models for the first time, and that created a barrier. At this point I had another model and I was thinking, okay, I'll try this again. I know it worked the first time, I'll try another model. My final model has quite strong downward facing lashes, and so I was quite curious about how this would work on her. I used the Katja Vinog shields on my lash model. Pushing back the lashes was fine, applying solution 1 was fine. I covered the lashes as per usual during solution 1. I wonder if I used too much balm in this case. I went through the process, I did my maximum times, and then I did solution 2, held them all back. They were trying to come off a bit, but after solution 1, so I had some issues there, kept sticking them back, kept trying, and then I took them off the shield and there just wasn't a lift. There just was no lift. It was pretty disappointing. I didn't know why, so I stopped filming at this point because I was like, well, that's a fail. One thing I will mention during this video, because I know somebody is going to say it, is that there is the lid flip. I can see there is some lid flip, and also, you know, depending on the angle that I'm filming, as to how much of the lid you can see. I understand that lifts don't work as well if you have too much lid flip. I've never in the past had to worry about lid flip. I've always had successful lifts when I've used glue and I've used shields. Either or of these shields, they've always turned out really lovely. I know my solution, I know my processing times, and I tend to get really good lifts. I don't tend to have too many fails, and so understandably so, I think I would like to avoid lid flipping and hold down the shield so that I don't get the lid flipping, because obviously that's the preference. But I thought it worth mentioning because I could see how someone could look at this and think, oh, that's why there was a fail. I don't think that was why there was a fail. I think potentially I used too much balm and it couldn't get through and couldn't penetrate. So in review, the first model I used was thin lashes. I used the Katja shields and I loved the lift. I thought it was beautiful. I loved it. I probably was a little bit careful with how much balm I was using on her. The second person had more medium lashes and we had a partial success of lifting. And the third person was quite strong, downward pointing lashes, and I failed. It was not a successful lift for me using the balm. So, in conclusion, I love it for certain reasons, but I don't like it for other reasons. So I really like the balm for brushing through and getting that smooth, separated, isolated lashes onto the shield. And you also don't have to fight the clock against, the glue actually setting, which I think I don't tend to do anymore because I just do sections with the glue and I'm quite competent with the glue, so I really don't mind the glue. I did just love the feel of this. I thought it was nice and it felt like it was almost nourishing and not pulling on the person. It was just more comfortable to use. I loved it for up to solution 1. Then when I took it off and then the lashes started pinging off, that kind of makes me nervous. I need them to be stuck to the shield the whole time. I don't want to stick them back with anything. I know you can apply more Lami glue. I definitely did do that and try that, I think, with the second model and the first. But it made me a little nervous around that pinging off and what was going on there. So for me, I don't think I'd ever use it on strong lashes. I definitely would stick to glue. I just feel really confident, really happy with glue. If I had thin little lashes again, similar to my first person, I think I'd feel confident using the actual balm. I think I would definitely add some glue to the tips of the lashes to help hold them back. After having, over a year or more of lash lifts, and they've generally been pretty good, always had happy customers, to switch to a new product is really nerve-wracking. It really makes you nervous, and so that's why I did models. It's still a disappointment when it doesn't work, but that's why I did models. So for me, I would very carefully choose who I use the balm on. I'm probably going to stick to my glue for now. I know there's a new one called I Do. I haven't tried that one. That's, again, you have to order from Canada and it costs a lot to get to New Zealand, so I might try it. There's another one called Sculpt. I don't know where to get that from in New Zealand either, so I'd like to try both of those. Apparently they're game changers, so I really want to make this work. At this point, it's a 50-50 for me too. But that's my review. I understand that it's not showing you how to use it completely successfully, but that's my experience on 3 different people, and that's where I'm at. I haven't tried the actual branded Lami Balm, so if you see that one, this is not that balm. This was just a generic other non-branded one I was trialing out, and this is how it went. I'm assuming it's quite similar, but just to make it clear, it's not that brand. Okay, and that's all. Thanks you guys. I appreciate you watching my videos and I hope you have a great day. Catch you in the next one. Bye bye.